Pet peeves. Pet peeves are those little annoyances that we have in life that often consume far too much of our psychic energy. They irritate us far too much. And what I want to do today is share some of my pet peeves with you. But I think you're going to find that you have similar peeves yourself. So let's get started. All right. This is not a pet peeve of mine. A dog's got to do what a dog's got to do. I have a dog myself. My pet peeve is with the dog's owner. Because the dog's owner is going to come up with his or her leash the dog, and walk home, leaving the little doggy deposit behind. Now, what's going to happen is I or someone else will come along and step in the little doggy deposit. Very irritating. And what's even more irritating is that you know at that owner's house, in some closet or some drawer, is a room full, all these plastic bags. I mean, there's a great way to recycle plastic. Pick up your dog poop. Speaking of poop, we have here the under and over conundrum. And this is a little bit of audience participation right now. So with your applause, since I can't really see hands, how many of you here think that it doesn't matter which way you put the toilet paper on the roll? Let me hear any applause here. I'm glad my wife is not here. You are probably the same people here. Now, how many of you think that the roll on the left, the under, is the way it should go on? How many of you think that it should be the one on the right go on? I am vindicated. I can't wait to go home and tell my wife. She's with the first group. She doesn't think it matters. So if she happens to put it on that way, I actually, we have two bathrooms. And if she puts them on, I go back and I put them the other way. That's my problem. Now, one thing my wife and I both share is that when we use a stall in a public facility, a public toilet, and when it's far too late, you find this. Okay? How many of you have been in that situation? Okay? It's irritating. Okay. Moving on to a different subject. Let's get out of the toilet. All right. For all you drivers or would-be drivers, this is probably one of my biggest irritants, pet peeves on the road. And it's when someone in the left lane is not doing what this sign tells them. It's not the person in the right lane who's doing anything wrong. It's the person in the left lane. They're not passing. They're just about tandem with the car they're passing. And of course, what's happening behind that car is that you get 2 cars, and then 3 cars, and then 4 cars, and then 5 cars. And what is everybody doing to the person in front of them? Blinking their lights, all right? This causes accidents, so obey the rules of the road. A corollary of this, especially since I like to walk up escalators and not just ride them, is this. People taking up both sides of the escalator, okay? Or if it's not another person, they have their suitcase on the side and you can't get past them. Back to autos. There we go, okay. I can't tell you how irritating this is. I'm not sure where this photo comes from, but having lived in California where there seemed to be a Hummer, I think it's in California. Also, there's some trees in the parking lot, and that's probably California. Okay, this is so egregious. First of all, this guy, and you know it's a guy, is driving a Hummer, the biggest gas guzzler around. They should be banned, all right? But he's too lazy, because 90 feet over there is a spot for him to park. But he's too lazy to walk the extra 90 feet. So he goes around and he goes in the compact lot and takes up 2 spots, okay? I can't tell you what I would like to do to the Hummer. It would be illegal, I wouldn't do it, but I would think about it. All right. Yeah, one of my favorites. I really like watching people chewing their gum with their mouth wide open and snapping it at the same time. The sound is, it goes with the mouth. So all of you who do this, I want you to know that when you do that, this is what people see. Okay? So keep your mouth closed. Now, as a teacher, I really care about grammar. I care about punctuation. I think it's important to write well. Unfortunately, increasingly today, especially on commercial signs, I'm seeing more and more of this. The inappropriate use of the apostrophe. They can't tell the difference between apostrophe S and the plural S. This looks like it's a blackboard. I almost would want to go up and, like erase the thing and, put the sign connecting of something. Now, how many of you also, this sign's great. I mean, it bothers me with the apostrophes, but there's something else on this sign that's really irritating to me. Can anybody see it? The hearts. And it's a dot that goes over the I. Save the hearts for Valentine's Day. Don't do that. Don't do that. We're getting to the end. Okay. I have nothing against Christmas decorations. Wait. It's a wonderful pagan tradition. Okay? And I have nothing, it's fine. People want to decorate their houses, spend all that money on electricity, go for it. What's beginning to bother me, though, about a lot of this is that when I was a kid, I think we put up a couple of lights in front of our house. And we did that about the weekend before Christmas. And at the Epiphany, January 6th, 7th, we took them down. People today, the day after Halloween, they're putting this stuff up. And you know that they have 4 or 5 songs, Christmas looping, going on. And you've seen it, right? Now, so they get started the day after Halloween, and they don't take them down till Groundhog's Day. The song is 12 Days of Christmas, not 90 Days of Christmas. And with that, I thank you, and I hope that one of your pet peeves is not having to listen to an old man who keeps on complaining all the time. Thank you very much.